Yo guys, what is going on? This is Yokiman here, and it is really late, but I cannot believe it. I just can't believe it. We have managed to get promoted with Crawley Town. I don't know how we did it. The last game was there, Doncaster. We just went on this thunderous run, lads, like this thunderous run. Amazing run, like fantastic. Very happy about the run we went on, but it's just insane. Like, I was downbeat. I thought I was going to take another job. I didn't know how well Crawley was going to go. I knew we'd pick up form at some point, but I didn't know if it'd be good enough. But oh wow, was I wrong? For a small point, like I thought we could finish second, but that like kind of went out of the window really quick. But we didn't do too bad, man. We've had such a good season. This is gonna be like a proper quick update. I know you want like the full shebang, that'll come like the start of next year. Financially, we looked horrible. Doncaster was the last game, but I'll just have a quick run through. We beat Walsall 2-1. Nile Ranger, ladies and gentlemen, a guy who I'd forgot about, went on fire. Honestly, lads. 2-1, beat Blackpool 5-1, and now Ranger with a double again. Michael Gardine as well has impressed. It's like players that I didn't expect to be keeping, you know, have earned themselves an extra contract, like now Ranger. We managed to get promoted even though we had a weaker squad. A lot of my better players spent the back half of the season injured. Like Tunnicliffe gets injured there, quite a few. 0-0 against Bradford, 1-1 against Chesterfield. Now Ranger again scoring. He hit form. He gets a hat-trick here against Colchester, a team who we actually played in the semi-final. We lose to Crewe 2-1, which I was a little bit annoyed about, but now Ranger again scoring. We beat Fleetwood 2-0. But I mean, look at our attendance. We're going to be a team in the Championship, and we struggled to clear 6,000. Edwards again, unbelievable player. As you guys know, he's been fantastic. Now Ranger again scoring. Yeovil was 0-0, but I thought we probably should have taken the Yeovil game. 2-0 against Coventry. Now Ranger and Patricio, who is in my mind someone who is a dead cert that we need to go and sign. 2-0 against Carlisle. Now Ranger again and Edwards. 3-1 against MK Doms, Plummer, Ranger, and DeConing coming on. But Ranger just literally, DeConing, after coming back from injury, Ranger just kept him on the bench. I couldn't start the dude because Ranger was playing so well, but DeConing comes off on the bench there and scores. Lose them 2-0 against Wolves, which I wasn't too happy about. 3-0 then against Preston with Sleeges as well, another player we need to look. Our loan players have, since I've become Crawley, have really massively helped us, and if we can sign some of them on contracts, we have to do it. But now Ranger again. Gillingham, we beat them 3-1. Patricio, Simpson and Ranger. Simpson's goal was a screamer. We lost to Peterborough 2-0, which is okay because in the end they did get promoted automatically, so I can kind of, I'm not happy about it, but I can understand it. We then beat Birmingham 3-0. Fabrini, Blackman own goal. We lost, and Cottrell scoring. That was really infuriating. But coming into the playoffs, I was like, right, we need to get a win. We beat Swindon 4-1. Edwards with a double. Ranger and Sleeges again. So I was hyped up, but I was like, on Football Manager, I've only ever made it to the playoffs once before. Been in a playoff situation. Weirdly, was with Crawley, and we got knocked out in the first leg. Practically, we lost 4-0. But in the long run, then the season after I went up so far, it's alright. If I get knocked out, I didn't even expect playoffs. And knocked out, the finances started to look a little bit better because of where we finished. It'll be alright. We beat them 2-1 in the first leg. Very close game. I went counter-attacking. Extremely close game. Ranger and Edwards. Again, they've linked up pretty well when it comes to seeing them both scoring. But we then played against them and had a great attendance. I think we could only see 6,000, so this was one of the best attendances we've had all season. Plummer and Simpson getting injured wasn't helpful, but DeConey came off the bench and scored. Fantastic. And then we went to the final. Again, I didn't expect Old Boys. We beat them 5-4 on penalties. and on the game, it's the day before my birthday. I haven't skipped any further forward. Literally, guys, we just finished up the game probably 10 minutes ago, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to update really quickly here because I'm that excited. You're not going to get too much information on the squad right now, but I just want to set aside, Colin Doyle and Jensen are probably both going to go. They're unhappy. Look, Doyle made 6 appearances, Jensen none. So, Blackman, again, if we could bring him in, but his contract's not up until 2019. He's gonna cost us too much to pay outright. I'll loan him again if they'll let me, and then try and sign him if that's available. He's been really good for us. He's been fantastic, and he's progressed as a keeper the whole way through. Magri spent a lot of the season injured. I don't think he can be back up, but I don't think he's going to cut it at Championship level. Janarius had a mixed season with this guy, but I definitely think coming into next year, he's a player we're going to need to count on. He is a good player. Jimmy Smith will probably be out of the club. Plummer, again, he's a youngster, someone who we signed on a free, so I haven't really lost out, and if we did sell him, it's not bad, and he's not at his potential yet, but he was prone to make mistakes. Joe Walsh, again, got injured, which really annoyed me because he's been such a superstar for us. Need to get his consistency back next season. Sebastian Farr, he's been a great utility player since I brought him in. He will be here again next year unless I get offered good money. Can't say his name, but he probably won't be here. We don't even need him for backup anymore. Van Eyden, who is injured, but he's signed for us, so I'm excited to finally have him because he's been, look at the amount of games he's played. He's been stonewall left back since we got him that first season on loan. Walker wants to leave. I wouldn't mind keeping him around, but if he wants to leave, we're going to have to see him go. There's going to be quite a bit of a change. Ryan Gauthier, what can I say? The kid's been unbelievable since coming in. He really has been unbelievable. The price tag's not too high, but I've got a feeling that they're going to want like millions. I will look to loan him again next year or try and sign him. I'd be happy either way. If I can loan him and he's unhappy at QPR, his contract does end in 2018. Marvin Elliott, I hadn't decided, but I think I'm going to keep him around as cover. He's a good experience to have in the squad. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who came in from Chelsea, did have a good end to the season, and if we can get him cheap, he's a good player to have in the team, and he's pretty young. He's got good potential, so we'll see what we can do with him. Edwards, we really need to keep hold of Edwards. Stonewall this year, fantastic. Simpson, I like him as a utility player that we will use every now and again. He's managed to get a fair amount of games in, and he's always been my next choice, especially with the way injuries went. If he wants to stay, we'll definitely keep him. Tunnicliffe, hopefully we'll get more out of him next year, but he's not had a bad season. If you look at his stats, and he's a good worker in that centre midfield. Out on loan, so don't need to worry about it. Pereira was on fire. If you guys remember, his value's gone down a little bit, but I have no doubt he can crack on in the Championship once we get him back next year. He was fantastic. 9 goals in the league, playing that shadow striker. Michael Gardine is no spring chicken. Pereira needs to get back fit. Patricio, again, his contract expires next year. If I have to get my loan again, I will do. If I had the money, I would break the bank for this guy. He's been unbelievable. 45 games, and his average rating was 7.02. I cannot ask for any better. 9 goals. I would love to have him back on the books. Ollenberger we're not bothered about, he'll go back. Slegius, again, I don't think I'm going to be able to sign him. I would happily take him on loan again, as we've done before, like with Van Eyden, and them sign him when if he doesn't re-sign, them sign him again on a free contract. Gadine will stay. Dave Legg is just some random youngster I brought up because I had no other striker when De Koning was out. Ranger, we do need to get another striker. Ranger, I thought it was done. I thought we'd seen the back of him this season. De Koning started so well, but he turned up. 19 goals, 28 appearances. I can't complain. He how could I not, have him here next year? And then De Koning, breakout season for the kid. 15 goals. I didn't even know what he was going to do this year. He's only supposed to be 1.5 current ability, so what does that tell you? I mean, 24 appearances and 15 goals. He has been fantastic, but as I've said, we are going to need another striker if we're going to be in the Championship. But I will just have a quick sift through my emails. What was that? Right, so I am going to do that press conference in a minute. There we go. Crawley fans are jubilant mood after Yorkie, man. It's just, I never expected it. We've been given 552k, so let's have a quick look at the finances. Budget, they expect us to come on strong then. 108 million. Hopefully we keep making profit now. I know I'm not going to have much money next year. If they threw $1 million at me, I could work wonders with that, with what I've been working with while I've been at Crawley, which is literally nothing. I think if we look at our transfer history, I spent nothing this year and recouped 170k, and the year before we spent 21.5k. I didn't sign Jeremy Walker, I only signed Ranger, so I've only spent 15.25k since I've been here, and that 15.25k is probably one of the big reasons why we've gone up, because of his goals. 19 this season. I think if we look at his history, 9 last season with 14 appearances, so it's been a big reason. But anyway guys, I am going to leave it there. As you can tell, really excited. I can't wait to play on and see what budget I get and what we do with the team. You will see me when we come back in the summer. We probably played the friendlies and got some players in. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. I can't believe it. We're making a bigger step towards the Hall of Fame, which is what we've been planning all along. But thanks a lot for watching, guys. Take care.